apologize. Um, Technical difficulties, internet at my school. As I always say, shout out to all the returning supporters. Really appreciate your continued support. If you are a new viewer here, consider liking the video, subscribing, and joining the Uniquely Mia community. Would love to know, everyone, how's your day going? Any plans for the day? What did y'all eat? Feel free to update me. I had Chick-fil-A today. Just went outside, got something really quick. This live stream isn't gonna be too long because I did do one previously, so this is gonna be like a continuation of the previous one. I'll probably make it about 20 minutes long, not too long, not too short, 30 minutes. So let me know if you just joined, how's your day going? If you were on the previous stream and you were able to hop over onto this one, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being understanding. Hey, In Your Soul, how you doing today? Glad you could be here. How was your day? Yeah, how's your day going? How was your week? Any weekend plans? It is Labor Day weekend, right? So what's happening? Welcome back, Drake. Shout out to you. Glad you were able to hop onto this live stream. Do apologize for the technical difficulties. I don't know. Internet at my school is really iffy. So right now I'm just streaming using the cell data on my phone. If it does glitch again, I won't start a new stream if it glitches again. So if it glitches again, this is my notice to you guys to shout out for your continued support. Really means a lot. Hey, cats. Welcome back. Welcome back. You're big back. You know what? It's okay to be a big back a little sometimes, okay? Don't be a big back all the time, though, okay? But sometimes it's okay to be a big back for sure, for sure. Glad you could be here. So, cats, did you get the Big Mac? I saw you said you shouldn't get it, but did you actually get it? Or like were you like you had the self-control, you said you're going out later, you're gonna treat yourself to some food later, so you didn't get the Big Mac. I can't even say it. Big Mac this time. But Drake, what did you eat for dinner? In Your Soul, what did you eat for dinner? Let me know, guys. You guys know Uniquely Mia loves to know what y'all ate. For me, I had Chick-fil-A, honestly. I went outside. Like, I still have my mom's food. I had my mom's food yesterday. I had peas and rice with barbecue chicken. I'm like, it tasted really good. Like, it was frozen, and I still have that in my fridge, but I'm trying to space out her food. And what I've noticed happens with me when I have a lot of my mom's food, I tend to consistently eat that, and I get tired of it. So I've also been trying to go out maybe like once or twice a day. Not once, I mean once a week or twice a week to try and get food that my mom's gonna cook. So that way I don't get tired of my mom's food. Because if I get really tired of my mom's food, I just won't eat it and I'll just leave it in the freezer for it to spoil, and I don't want that to happen. Drake said, I just had pizza, wings, and breadsticks. You're a big back too. All right. Drake, you know what? It's okay to be a big back sometimes. As I said, just don't do it all the time. And for health reasons, obviously, you don't want to be a big back all the time. But once in a while, it's good. It's good. So where'd you get your pizza from? I love Pizza Hut pizza. Like, Pizza Hut stuffed crust is so good. So good, Pizza Hut stuffed crust. In Your Soul said, you're on the toilet at a Chinese restaurant watching your live. Thank you so much for letting me know, In Your Soul. Thank you. I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to let me know. Really appreciate it. Hey, cats. Cat said, LOL. They should call the Big Mac Big Back. Oh my gosh. It'll be our national dish. You know what, cats? That would be so funny if they do that. But I feel like it would make people not get it anymore. That's the thing. Feel like people like doing stuff they don't like being called out or like getting things that has such like a weird name to it. So like I feel like if people were to get that and hey, like imagine this. Pull up to McDonald's. Hey, McDonald's, how can I what did I say? Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order? And you're like, yeah, can I have a Big Back meal, please? You know what they should really name the Big Back meal? I went to McDonald's and they had the $5 meal. Why did I get a drink? Why did I get some french fries, a McChicken sandwich, and some chicken nuggets for $5? That should have been the Big Back meal, because what do you mean? Guys, I looked at all the food when my mom gave me the bag. I'm like, this is a lot of food. I ate out all the food, but it was a lot of food. And I looked at my mom like, that's a great buy for $5. I'm like, I'm glad I do not have McDonald's near me. Because what do you mean all that was $5? That was the Big Back meal, because that was crazy. Drake said Domino's. Okay. Oh, you get the 2 pizzas for $6.99 each. That's a great buy for pizza, to be honest. That's a great buy, Drake. Very nice. Hey, how are you doing, Cassie? Glad you could... That's not Cassie. What's your name? Hey, Cass. Glad you could be here. Oh, you're on the toilet too. Okay, Giliana, thank you so much for letting me know. You guys feel really comfortable on the Uniquely channel, which is great. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. And you're so sad. Ooh, you had steamed rice, broccoli. Okay, looks like steak and orange chicken. Very nice. Kat said, but yes. Okay, you did get the Big Mac meal earlier around 2. Can I help it? Well, you know what? You deserve the treat. It was Friday. That is a great prize, Cats. Hey, Cam. Cam said, you see they recalled Garbani yogurt. I've never had that yogurt before, but a lot of things are being recalled because I do agree. American food is literally so processed. Nothing is safe. It's so ridiculous. The broccoli I just brought smells so bad. I threw it out. Even healthy food is safe. No, for real, Cam. Like that is a valid point. It's like milk. Like, I refuse to buy milk from the store because I saw a news article that, what is it? The FDA, the people who test milk in the FDA, like, their funding or something, or their department, I think was shut down or something, or it's not legally required anymore for, like, milk to be processed. It's not legally required anymore because of recent laws that was passed. I'm not buying milk anymore. I used to get cereal and milk on the odd chances when I went to the supermarket. Nope. Don't get cereal. I'm not getting cereal. I'm not getting cereal anymore. I'm not getting milk because you don't know if the milk is being tested. 2, yeah, America puts a lot of stuff in their food. Literally, a lot of processed food. And you know how I know it? Because you could just go like to Canada, or you could go to like Europe. Literally Canada, right next to the United States if you can go. A lot of food that we have in America, they don't even have it in Canada. They have alternatives. It's like when I went to Niagara Falls. Go watch my Niagara Falls video if you haven't seen it already. My mom and I, my sister, my nephew, we went to Red Lobster. Tell me why the food tasted different. We had like the same shrimp Alfredo that we get in America. It was completely different. And it was because it was completely different because the food was more so the cheese that's in America. I guess they can't get it in Canada because it's processed. It has a lot of stuff. And I mean, I don't want to say we can't blame America or like the people, we blame them, but we can't. The reason why we can't blame them sometimes is because there's millions of people to feed in America. There are literally millions and millions of people to feed in America. So I guess I can understand why way back when the American government decided to start putting processed stuff in food. Why? To extend the shelf life, to feed all the people they have. So I guess from that point of view, you can understand it. But at the same time, it really is bad because all the food isn't good. And you know how I noticed? This is how I noticed. It was a while ago too that the food in America sometimes isn't the best. I mean, I guess I noticed it when I was younger, but I couldn't comprehend it because, like, look at my face. Nothing wrong with my face. I have a superb, amazing face, all right? So look at my face. But when I went to Guyana, guys, literally, I was in Guyana literally like a month ago. Wasn't my face slimmer? Literally, I have been eating the same, if not less amount of food. I've been eating the same carbohydrates that I ate in Guyana in America. If anything, I ate more carbohydrates, more flour in Guyana. I ate more junk food, you can say, or quote-unquote unhealthy food in Guyana. My face was much more slimmer. Look at this. In America, I come back eating the normal food. Why do I have meat on my face again? It revert back, okay? Because of the food. And then you know how to tell. You know how you really can tell that it's actually the American food and it's not quote unquote what you're eating. So this can help some people if like you feel bad for like gaining weight or you want to lose weight in a way and you're like you really can't sometimes, obviously. But look at celebrities. Look at American celebrities, a picture of them from like 2025 and look at your face. I say that to say because obviously you look different because you have different genetics, but the face shape in a way, it's similar because it's like the similar food that y'all are eating. I remember I did that when I was younger one time, or I was in a supermarket. I looked at a picture of a celebrity. I'm like, your face, like it kind of looks similar to other people in society in America because it's the same food. So yeah, but let me read your comments. I know I was saying a lot. Okay, read that. And your soul said, I have to stop eating these foods. Cat said, nowadays, some of drive-thrus have AI taking order. Really? I haven't come across that one. That's crazy. Wow. Drake said, can I swear I was just talking about, I was about to ask you about, in the last stream, where's Cam? Drake said, I'm here now, Drake. I don't always catch me as live. Since class started, I missed some. In Your Soul said, Cam, I know it's literally driving me sick. I have been growing your own food. Wow, shout out to you, In Your Soul. That's great. But it doesn't have, oh, you don't have a cow? Okay, to make yogurt. You only drink almond milk, Drake said. Oh, so, okay. Oh, made out of almonds. You're good. Cam said, really, In Your Soul, I was just saying I want to grow my own food when I get my own house, like my herb and veggies and fruits. Very nice. That's so amazing. How's it going well for you? Cam said, I only drink almond milk too, Drake, but I also want to make my own. Okay, there's a machine you can buy. All right, very cool. And you just need almonds and water. Wow, you can make milk out of the almonds and water. Wow. And Your Soul said, Cam, I have avocados, plums, oranges, and I want to start my herbs. Cool. Avocados, they're so expensive nowadays. It's definitely a great thing to grow. Drake said, LMAO, superb, amazing face, but Mia, I promise I noticed it. I was just like, it'd be wrong to say your face is chubby. And you know what? This is my natural face, okay? Like, obviously, okay. I say this is my, I feel like, to be honest, if I'm saying what's my natural face or what my face is supposed to look like in an ideal world is Guyana, all right? Because Guyana, you're at your healthiest, all right? So, face was slimmer, had a tan, was great. So that's my healthy weight, where you're healthiest, all right? That's my true face. But like, I unfortunately can't live in America. I mean, I guess I do live in America. I mean, unfortunately, I can't live in Guyana for the whole year. I mean, I could. He had a job there, but I don't want to do that. So I could do that, but I live in America. I attend school in America. So my mom lives. This is where I live, right? So in America, this is my natural face, all right? Like, the way I estimate my weight in America, like, to see, hey, if you gain weight, and I'm like, okay, that's where I really need to go to the gym, or hey, this is where I need to stop eating this. That's never happened. Hopefully it never happens in America, but, like, my clothes is the indicator. But, like, when I'm on vacation, in, like, Guyana, whatever my face looks like there, that's my true ideal healthy weight. It's just because the food is much healthier, it's not processed, and literally it's just better. So nothing, I mean, yeah, Drake. So, I mean, yeah, don't say chubby face, but like, you can say it now, but don't say it in the future, because it's my natural face now. But like, if it gets bigger, let me know, okay? If it gets bigger, let me know, because obviously I'm an indicator of my own weight. I feel like you guys are an indicator of my own weight too. Don't get rude with it now, all right? But if you look at me one day and you're like, hey, Mia, like, what's happening? Then again, I think I'd be having a big face. My mom said, I don't be having them one time. So, yeah. Cam said, even the potatoes, my dad always tells me homemade fries taste so much better in Haiti because the soil, oh, so rich it must taste better. Yep, exactly. In Your Soul said, what? Sorry guys, 1 second. In Your Soul said, I'm also going to try and get my blood filtered. How do you get your blood filtered? I probably have to have spike protein from COVID attack. What? Be safe, In Your Soul. Drake said they need to find that machine, Cam. Drake said this is your Chick-fil-A and wings and fries face. I mean, it can't really be that because I've just eaten that maybe like 2 times. Chick-fil-A 2 times and wings once, so that doesn't affect it that much, Drake. So you know what, guys? Don't comment on my face because low-key might get a little rude, and let's not do that. So yeah, just don't comment on my face, it'll be good. But definitely it's an indicator of my weight sometimes. What we saying? Okay. Oh, so to get your blood filtered in your you're gonna get it like removed? How are you gonna do that? That's interesting. Cam said, I really want to research the mortality rate. No, it's really scary, Cam. I did it one time. I really did. You guys know I'm concerned about people in my life. Low-key one person mostly. I did it, It's really scary. So sometimes if you think I'm being too rude on my mom, I don't. Well, to be honest, if you guys think I'm being rude to my mom, I mean, I'm not. She knows I'm not. So that's what affects me. So your opinions are okay. But I just heard. But like sometimes, I mean, I was on a stream one time, and I remember you. I'm not sure if you remember, but one time my mom was complaining about like how she looked. She was like she was just complaining, and she was making a lot of excuses, in my opinion, as to why she is at her current physique, and she's perfect. Love my mom. Yeah, she's good. She's good. She's not perfect. She's good, all right? But she was just complaining, and she was like, she want to lose weight, she want to do this, she want to do that. And in that stream, if you guys go back and watch it, I literally told her, take that initiative, do that. Take that initiative and do that. Eat healthier. Go to the gym a little more. Exercise. Go on your bike. Because if you lost weight before in America, you can do that again. And I mostly say that, Cam, and everyone on the stream, I say that to my mom because I care about mom and I know what the mortality rate in America is, all right? So that's why I'm like, you guys, hey, Mia, how come you always say you want to, like, force your mom to leave America and send her to Guyana so she can visit America? Because I know what the mortality rate in America is, guys, all right? So in a few years, I'll be forcing my mom to leave America, all right? She doesn't know. I guess she knows it now. But, like, once I'm done with school and I get my quote-unquote real job, all right, we'll be forcing Queen Mother to go and live her ultra-happy lifestyle in South America, all right? And she can visit us in America, and we can visit her in Guyana. Because you know what? If you're living in America and you're not, like, in your soul, or, like, you don't have goals such as Cam or Drake to, like, start your own farm and live off the land, you're not going to be healthy, all right? If you don't plan to do that in America, your lifespan's not going to be long. You're not going to be healthy. But if you're like my mom, who has a house in South America, and you have the option to do that, she's moving to South America because that's going to substantially increase somebody's mortality. I Googled it, literally. I literally Googled it not the other day, but low-key, this year I Googled it. So scary, all right? It's literally like 70-something, 80. What? What do you mean a 70-something, 80? What do you mean? What? That's crazy. Sometimes it's even lower. And you guys be like, Mia, that's and sometimes we have like people who's like, we have people on the stream who's like from America, their family, their whole family lives like generations history in America. You'd be like, that's old, that's good. No, it's not. There's literally people in the Caribbean, guys. They're still moving strong. They are still carrying heavy stuff. Go watch some of my Guyana videos. You can see those elderly men, those elderly females. They literally look 70, 80. Some of them could probably be older. Some of them could be a little younger. And they are strong and they are healthy. You know why? Because they have access to the healthy vegetables. They are not stressed out, okay, by their environment. Guys, a lot of things give you stress. Your environment gives you stress. The climate gives you stress, all right? The people around you give you stress, all right? So if you want to psych yourself out, Google the mortality rate. Google it, all right? Because it's very scary in America, all right? It's just psych you out to allow you to encourage you to live a healthy lifestyle, but it's very scary, okay, if you Google that. What are we saying? But no, the mortality rate compared to other countries, Cam, in America, it's very low. It's extremely low. If you go to China, it's much higher in China. If you go to Europe, it's much higher in Europe in their mortality rate compared to America. America is very low. I don't think it has the lowest, but it's very low for a Western country. And yeah, I mean, I can't make a causal statement saying it's the processed food because I haven't done additional research into it, but I would call it, the processed food is definitely a factor into that because you just eat anything in America, you gain weight, literally. Even if you're trying to eat healthy, low-key, I feel like, it's much healthier than processed food, but one is expensive, and it's still not going to be as healthy as it can get, so you just eat, literally, a sandwich, you gain weight in America. It's crazy. Hey, Pablo. What would you do if I give you $1 million? Be greatly appreciated. What would I do with $1 million? I would pay off my student loan. What I do? I would take a portion, pay off my student loan debt, okay? So, Mom said I probably have, well, she said, like, 60 to 100,000 for my student loan, including undergrad, grad school. So I'll take half of that, pay off my student loan debt with it. I would give the rest of I would take another half, maybe like 10,000, maybe like 5,000. I will go travel with that. And then I would give the rest of the money to my mom so she could invest it. And so that way she could grow that money, all right? And then I'm gonna chillax. I'll apply for jobs, but I'm not gonna be stressed about it. I'm not. Continue to make content on YouTube for y'all. So that's what I'll do. Pay off my student loan debt, travel with my mom, give it to my mom to invest the rest of the money. What would you do with it, Pablo? Cam said, I've also heard eating food in other countries. Yeah, you feel lighter 100%, but when you eat in America, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does sit heavy. The only time when I was in Ghana, the only time that the food ever felt heavy on me, Cam, was when I overate. And you see a lot of videos. Like, if you watch those travel creators on social media, they're like, some of them are like, in America, I'm lactose intolerant. And then you'll see them in Italy eating pasta with all the cheese and everything. And the milk and what happened to your lactose intolerance? It went away because it's the food different. That is true, Pablo. I do think the fast food industry definitely plays a role into it. However, once again, they're just putting a lot of stuff in that chicken, a lot of stuff in the fries, because fast food places in other countries is not as unhealthy, I don't think. Drake said, LMO, all the food is bad, Mia. Not bad. Said, I'm finally on my way to the corner store. All right. Glad you're still here, Cats. Are you off, Cats? Pablo said, Cats just wants Pokemon. Drake said, but Mia, wait. Look at your grandma. She's still... No, exactly. But she's still here, Drake. I'm not going to tell you too much about my grandma's story because that's her business. But she is still... She's still alive in America, yes. But she's not the healthiest she would be if she lived in her home country. She really isn't. She really isn't. So she is healthy, all right? So shout out to Gran. She's healthy, but if she went back and retired in her home country, all the ailments that she has now, she wouldn't have those ailments. I'm fairly confident that she wouldn't have the ailments, and you wouldn't be concerned about or worried about her to the extent we are sometimes. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Because one thing that... Yeah, and like it's true too, she probably wouldn't have access to proper health care, but I feel like sometimes I'm not a doctor, so yes, if she were to go back into her home country, she wouldn't have access to proper health care. But low-key, sometimes I look at her and I'm like, some of these health ailments you have is because of your weight and because of that. So it's a double-edged sword. We don't know because we can't go back and change the past. We really can't. We can't go back and change the past. So shout out to her for being in America. She has access to proper health care, but we also have to ask the question, is it because she stayed in America and didn't, quote unquote, retire back into her country because she has the severity of the healthcare issues that she has, you can say. So a double-edged sword. I'm doing good, Yonda. So for my mom, that's not going to be my mom. You look at your future and you're like, do you want this future or not? So, Queen Mother, if you're watching this, what are we saying? So, Queen Mother, if you're watching this, your future is in front of you when you look at your mom. Do you want that future or not? And if you don't want that future, you know what to do not to get that future. So, I feel like that's sometimes why, yeah. So just gotta think about it too. Just motivate yourself in different ways honestly. So, and who knows, that could just be me talking because uniquely me, I'm not paranoid, but I always like to think, and I always think ahead. So sometimes when you think ahead too much, it gets really scary. So, yeah, just gotta do whatever you gotta do to make yourself healthy, honestly. So that's why my siblings who came before me, they were low-key more lucky than me. I say that to say because like they obviously knew my mom longer than me, and they knew their parents longer than I knew my parents and will know my parents, which is often scary, but just a true reality. So if you have kids, guys, and you care about your kids, make sure that you do what you got to do to make sure you're healthy. So there's no worry or no concern, to be honest. So yeah. And that statement was directly to my mom if you're watching this stream. you guys got parents you care about, tell them the same exact thing, especially if you have siblings that are older than you. Tell them the exact same thing, guys. Hopefully that'll scare some motivation in them. Cam, I don't know if Katz is on still. She said she was going to the corner store to get some food though, I think, or juice. What are we saying? Pablo said she said she would get her out of the US. I'm doing good, Yana. How are you doing? I'm Googling it. Hey, 321. Hey, Nix. The irony of an American talking about healthy eating. That is a very out there statement. What's the irony of it though? Are you excited for the remake of the movie The Exorcist? No, I didn't see that movie. They're remaking the Exorcist movie. I don't think I've ever seen the first Exorcist. I don't think I've seen the first Exorcist. 5K only. What do you mean, Kat? Cam said, "Me, I have a question." Yeah, ask it. If you can't ask it properly, Cam, just write your question how you think it's in your head, and I'll try to interpret it my way and see if it makes sense to you. Yeah, 5K only for travel, Cam. Because okay, Cats. Because low key, I want a luxury travel. All right. Okay, I try to be as realistic. I mostly say 5K because I feel like that, like if I wanted to say I want to travel the world now, or at least travel a lot of countries, I feel like if I feel like I have 5K saved, or I could save it in the future, I feel like I could save that and I could go and do that right now. So I like to be realistic and say if I do have $1 million, I think $5,000. If we're looking at for one person, literally. One person. And my mom and we recently like planned something, so I kind of know it a little bit, the prices. But if we're looking at it, okay, 5K for one person, right? And say, I want to take $5,000, right? And I want to travel for like 3 to 6 months straight, right? One, it's a lot of money, but it's not. So I have to go to places that are quote unquote affordable to visit. And there's a lot of awesome places you could go that's affordable to visit. But, and for me, I think about extreme budget travel, so like staying in hostels. Now, can I actually stay in a hostel? I don't know. I mean, I stayed in one before it had a private room. So extreme budget travel, if you're staying in a hostel, and if you're going to countries that aren't expensive countries to visit, like Indonesia, maybe some countries in Asia, certain countries, things like that, or maybe like certain countries in Africa, if you want to do that, it's definitely affordable. I feel like 5K would stretch for a little bit. And if you can't do it for like months, you at least could do it for maybe like a whole month, $5,000 for that. So yeah. But if you want to do it like luxury travel, $5,000 is not enough at all. If you want to do luxury travel. Okay, y'all investing as well. Drake said, Jesus, Mia, you keep at least 400K, give your mom 500, pay off the debit with 100. Well, the thing about it, Drake, I don't look at it to say I have to give my mom money because like I'm giving it to her to invest it, and if she want to take some money that way, she could do it, and she has access to my bank account, Drake. So like if I get the money, my mom gets the money. So I have full trust in my mom, Drake, all right? Anytime I get paid anything, she has access to how much of my bank account. So, like, if she want to take out all the money in my bank account and leave me high and dry, she could do that, and there's nothing I could do about it. So, like, when I factor in saying, so I guess that's a disclaimer I should give for y'all because you guys probably don't know, but, like, when I say if I make this amount of money or, like, if I do this, my mom, she's often included in that statement by default, but I guess I should make it a little more clear for y'all. But yeah, she has access to everything, so she can leave me and take everything, and like that'll really suck. But yeah. Kat said, yeah, I'm off. Okay, you got off early Fridays. You're on your way in the corner store. Okay, ready to go out tonight. Very nice. Mia is my accountability partner. Yes, I will be checking on you tomorrow, Kat, when I stream. Hopefully you're on that stream. Don't be hiding now, okay, Kat? I won't know if you're gonna hide from us tomorrow on the stream. Do not hide from us. And I will be asking you if you posted that video, and then I'm gonna have faith in you, Kat. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask you first, and then when you say yes, I'm gonna go over to your YouTube channel and check and see if you actually posted the video. Too much stress and propaganda. Kat wants to get big mad. Okay. Cam said in her high school, okay, in my high school, we qualified for something called the Bright Future, okay, if we had a specific SAT score, okay, or high, which automatically gave us 100 tuition paid. Yeah, my school offered that, but they called it, I don't want to tell you the name of the scholarship because hence it'll tell you the state in which I'm in school. The state in which I go to school. But my school did offer that, but yeah, they offer that. Yeah, you could have either gotten 100% of your tuition paid for, or like 50% of it paid for, I think, with a certain SAT score, yeah. Cam said, because you're super smart, I'm surprised you had to pay out of pocket for undergrad. Or was your circumstance different? I hope I'm not rude. Oh, so you want to know if I got, if I qualified a scholarship? Oh, I mean, I didn't qualify for the, I didn't qualify for the 100% tuition waiver with my SAT for the scholarship, but I qualified for the second one they had, so that paid, I think, 50%. I think I paid 50% or 75. Let me Google how much percentage. They still have it. How much do they pay for that scholarship? What? Oh my god, these people changed it! Are you kidding me, dude? It looked like these people changed it. Of course, I got the bottom of the barrel. Oh my god. When I went to undergrad, they only paid like 75%. Why do I just Google it? Why am I Googling it unless I read wrong? Unless I read this wrong, but I don't know if I read this wrong. I don't think I read it wrong. Now they're saying it looks like they pay 100% for the scholarship that I got. But when I had the scholarship, I think they only covered 75%. But now, this gotta be wrong. I don't know. This is a quick Google skim. If this is right, that is not fair. It's like standardized tests. I have to suffer for the SAT. And after I get into undergrad, they don't require it anymore. But when I got that scholarship, it paid for like, I think it was 75% or 50% of my tuition, Cam. And thank you so much for your kind words. Glad you think I'm really smart. I mean, I am smart, so thank you so much. I know I'm not dumb, but thank you so much for that. How do I describe it? Standardized test has never been a best friend of mine. I've always, I don't want to say struggled, but it's never been a strong suit of mine. No matter how much I study sometimes, it's not good for me. So yeah. But the first year I had to pay tuition and housing, so that's what definitely impacted it. And then after I became an RA, I got, like, my housing was waived, so I didn't have to pay for housing. So I still got that scholarship that paid for like that 50, like I think that 50 or 75% scholarship. I still got that from the state in which I attend school. And then I became an honor scholar, so that gave me some extra money. But yeah, I had to take out student loans still for, like, quote unquote other things. So yeah, so that's why student loan debt is still there. So but your question wasn't rude at all. It was good. Yeah, but I do not like standardized tests. Oh, they suck, man. And like, you know what? I'm not even, like, the SAT and things like that. And the thing about it too, there's not a lot of scholarships for grad students. So yeah, I do have like a graduate assistantship and things like that. So that definitely helps. But once again, that doesn't cover everything and what is needed to pay for, like, the extra tuition that I have to pay for. I take the loans to pay for that because I don't have enough to pay out of pocket. If I do have enough to pay out of pocket, I'm gonna take the loan to do that. So that's why I have the student loan debt for that. Borrowing my future money in my education. So I'm not gonna use my current money to pay for that. I'll borrow the future money and I'll pay it back later. And hopefully with your help on social media, with your continued support, I will be able to do that. But I am happy, though, that I had to suffer through the SAT, because that really showed me that standardized tests are not an indicator of your success. I don't care what anyone says. Anyone could come out here with a research study and say, you need to take the MCAT, you need to take the LSAT, you need to take the SAT, you need to take the GRE, and say, if you don't take that, you're going to do poorly in this school, that these tests are a strong indicator of your success in these graduate schools. No, they're not. You know, I know, because the score that I got on the SAT, guys, not because I was a bad student, just because, like I said, I just had a bad history with standardized tests. The anxiety of it, I just don't like it. So that score that I got on my SAT, they literally told me I was not college ready. Literally, I graduated a 4.0. Well, 3.9, okay? 4.0 on my major. I got a 3.9 GPA because I took one graduate class and I got a B as an undergrad. But literally in my major, in my minor, I got a 4.0, or as an honor scholar. So, standardized test is just another barrier that was implemented 100%. But I'm glad they brought it back, though. So now all these other students need to suffer and take it, because I was so upset when they took that thing away. I was so upset because I had to take it. Anyway, what do we say? Let me go back and see what y'all say. Can read that question. Yeah, we're back, Evan. Do apologize. The connection went off. It froze for a second. Kat said, Mia, where would you go for the 5K? Okay. So for the trip for 3 months, I'm going, okay, I want to use that money. I'm going to Indonesia. I'm traveling around Indonesia and Asia. Yes, the tickets are expensive to get to Indonesia, Bali, but when you get there, literally, I'm on TikTok all the time. This woman literally said all she needs is $20 a day to survive in Indonesia and she has money left, all right? That's where I'm going. I'm going to Indonesia, take a plane over to Bali for like a week. Bali is a small island. Going back to Indonesia, going all around there. And then if I have money left and I want to like do something really luxurious, I'll go over to like Japan or China, go to the Great Wall of China at the end of the trip. So that's what I'm doing with the 5K cats. And if it's so affordable in Indonesia or Bali, that means I won't have to stay in a hostel. I could just stay in like a regular hotel for affordable and still be on my budget travel, you can say. Kat said, I'm assuming it will be Europe because it closed. Oh, no, and stay tuned, like the video, subscribe, and you will know why I decided not to choose Europe for that. You'll know why very soon, coming soon, once we get through this semester in a few months of next year. You will know why I did not choose Europe as my answer. So yeah, or just go watch my previous live streams and you'll know. Drake said, Mom would never do that though. Even now, she'll spend her money on you with access to said account. No, for real though. That's why, no, that is thing. Yeah, it is, but like, she invests my money well, she will say. That's what, so she kind of does use it without my approval sometimes, like signing me up for a whole bunch of stuff that I want to pay monthly. So she kind of does do it, but she's like, it's an investment in your future. It's not an investment in my future when I look at my bank account and I'm like, how much money I have. So she forgets sometimes what she does, but she's invested in my future. So shout out to my mom for that. It really sucks sometimes. It makes it look like I don't have income, and like when I actually do have a little bit. So it's crazy. Evan said, Mia, you will be my accountability partner too, but I'm posting it later towards the end of next month. All right, Evan. So I have your name written down. So if anybody wants me to be their accountability partner with posting content on social media, let me know, and I'll write your stuff down. Kat said, OMG Cam, we had bright futures too. You said you went to school in Georgia, right? Then that makes sense because I'm in Florida high school. Okay, nice. Evan said we could do a group travel vlog. That would be really cool. That would be so fun. Some women do it here. Large group, split the cost. Oh, no, I see that. Yeah, perhaps one day. You know what? I'm not even saying no to that idea because that could be really cool. Because my mom's always like, it would be really cool to do a meet and greet in another country. So who knows? Perhaps one day we'll have, one day Uniquely Mia will be like, group travel. This is the cost of everything. If y'all want to come, buy your ticket, meet us there in group travel, and like I don't know, however they do it. So perhaps in the future. Evan said, not Evan, Cam said, no, I'm from Florida. Okay, Cats. I went to school in Pearls County, South Florida. I moved to Georgia 2 years ago. Cam said, yes, they changed it. These kids really, oh my God. I didn't even know they did that. When I was in school, it was struggling to get funded. No, for real. If they, literally, it was only like 75. And you know the funny thing about it? They raised it, but I still got to pay back those student loans. Why don't that scholarship go back and take off some of my student loans? Because, guys, literally, when I was an undergrad, they only covered 75%. And now the same scholarship I got for undergrad, they're covering 100% of the tuition. If those kids are smart, they're not going to have to pay for nothing. Let them become an RA. They're not paying for nothing, man. They're good for them. Kat said, Yes, Mia, there's a website where social media content creators can host travel. Wow, excursions. Yeah, I would 100% do that, Cats. I would 100% do it. You know the website name? I mean, maybe probably not anytime soon, but I would do that for sure. Okay, I got 50%, not 75 for the scholarship. But do you know the name of the website, Cats? I always like to do research early. That would be really cool. You have the highest SAT score in your state, Drake. Well, that's why you are in med school now, you said. So shout out to you, Drake. You're good with the standardized tests. Evan said the Turkish health vacations are so fun. No, for real. Yeah, one day I'm going to Turkey. My mom and I, we were going to Turkey one day, Istanbul, and we're going to that medical health facility and getting all those medical tests done. And obviously we'll go for the architecture and the food, Turkish delights, things like that. We look alike? Really? Are you my are you my lookalike? Or they said there's a lookalike everywhere in the world. Evan said, I mean, like, the wellness spa retreats are great. Very nice. Are we twins? Not to my knowledge. Where were you born? I mean, I guess that won't tell me if I don't know, man. Where were you born? Evan said, Mia, someone stole your photo and in an account. Wait, what? Where? Who stole my photo? Report that account, guys. Report that account. You know their account name. If you ever see something like that on social media, please send it to me so I can report them, and you guys report them too, please. That's crazy. They did not have permission to use my photo. Mia stole. Someone stole your photo. Account. This is how I will most likely someone who you know. What picture are you talking about, Evan? Do you know the account name? Can you send me the account, Evan? Drake said. Wait, is it that guy? Or that person? Who is that? Is that person who's saying we look like twins? Wait, am I getting trolled? I see people on TikTok doing that. Let me go to YouTube. I'm gonna log into this live stream right now. Somebody's using my picture? I don't think I could do anything if they're using it for profile. If they're using it for advertisement, then I'm about to sue y'all. You can't use my picture for advertisement without my permission. But where's who's using my picture? Guys, who's using my picture? Go to channel. Who is that? Yeah, I don't know who's using my picture. You guys gotta tell me who they are. Oh, so it's that person? I don't see. That's not me. Or I just can't. Wait a minute, guys. Show chat. I'm on my laptop trying to see this. Go to channel. That is not me. Oh my god. That's not me, guys. What are you talking about? This look like me? That look like me? Always fact check. That does not look like me. Cam said, I'm not surprised, Drake. I took the SAT 3 times. My parents paid for 2 different tutor programs, and my 3rd time I got a good score, the highest. You got a 1600? Oh, wait. Oh, you got a 1350? Okay. I thought you said you got a 1600. Okay. Has a 1600. Okay. 1350 is good. 1350 is good. What did I get? I don't know. That was a traumatizing experience in my life, guys. I forgot what SAT score I got. I'm like, you know what? I applied to 13 schools. It got me into all 13 schools. So that was all that mattered to me in the end. But I hated it so much. I forgot the score that I got. I really don't remember. I remember the first score I got because I felt like that was the lowest score in history. I'm never telling nobody what score that is. I feel like it was that low. But I took it over. I only took it 2 times. Evan said, and Cats, have you seen the wellness and spa retreats in Turkey in the U.S.? Said stop breathing. Oh geez, Mia, looks like you've hit impersonator error on YouTube somewhere. You guys, wait, I can't see the picture. Did it take too long to update for me? How do I? It looks like. I think they changed the picture, though. I don't see the picture. I'm going to have to do some more preliminary research and see. I don't see. I can't say I hate impersonator. On YouTube, Drake said, I had the perfect score, 160, but still didn't get every answer correct. Really? You could see the answers that you could get right and wrong. I didn't know that. Evan said American test. You don't have multiple choice? Wow. Drake said, y'all needs to stop screenshot impersonating them. I'm seeing that a lot. Cam said, maybe you did, Drake, you never know. The English portion was my struggle. I had a higher math score. Wow, okay, we got some math people in here. I only got 4 questions wrong. Wow, on the math. But then again, I study for math more. Okay, understandable. Don't ever vacation to Europe. It's not year worth it, Evan said. My mom and I, we went to Paris, so we really loved the architecture, Evan. Drake said, I'm the opposite Cam. Are you, if you have a picture of me, can you not use a picture of me as your profile picture? Or like, I don't see, I went to your account and like, I don't, unless it takes time to update. You just got random people. Guys, they changed their profile picture again. How you just got random people? That's not me. That's not me though. Kat said, yeah, the good thing is these group excursions have, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to look into that then, Kat. Thank you. And Evan, thank you guys so much for the recommendation. One day, perhaps, well, Uniquely Mia will do, like, Uniquely Mia and Queen Mother, obviously. And then we'll bring, perhaps Stu, he wants to come. We'll do, and then my sister's probably going to follow. She likes following on international trips, I've noticed recently. I don't know how I feel about it yet. But, so probably all 3 of us, or all 4 of us, will host, like, a trip for the supporters, our subscribers. So stay tuned, guys, in the future. Uniquely Mia, Queen Mother. We'll do that, potentially. You really said meet me. Cam said, med school, Drake. Excuse me, that's amazing. I had no idea. Cam said, my brother's a doctor. I couldn't go to med school, so props to you. Why couldn't you go to med school, Cam? Were you like, no, you don't want to be a doctor? Or like, you're like, I can't go to school for that many years? What type of doctor is your brother, Cam? Drake said he's studying to be a psychiatrist, psychologist, I believe. If I was ever a doctor, I would be a psychiatrist. So which one is it? The psychiatrist or psychologist? Which one goes to med school? Whichever of those go to med school, it's still in the psychology area. And I always found it fascinating with personalities, all right? Personalities. But there's a lot of reasons why I did not go to med school route, all right? There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot. The one main reason is because it's just really, really long. The second reason, I can't tell you, but my mom, she told me some interesting things. Just her opinions, but her opinions are so funny. I'm like, you know what? That makes sense to me. Why I shouldn't go to med school to study that area. So, yeah. Drake said, Cam, how did you not know this whole time? Cam said, I don't know. Forgive me. I must have missed that. Why did I think you were a science major in lab work? You sounded smart, Cam said. Marco said, hey, Mia, how are you today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Glad you just got home from work safely. In the chat is the picture of you, Mia. I followed the account. I think they changed their profile picture. So maybe it was a picture of me, guys. But now they're randomly changing their profile picture because I'm literally on the account on my laptop and reloading the page. And, like, it went through 3 different pictures in the span of, like, 5 minutes. So they're moving quick. Oh, they changed it before I checked. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that was your first score, Cam. Okay. That makes me feel a little better about my first score, to be honest. Yeah. But you know what, Cam? No matter what your first score is, look at where you are now, all right? So you are probably like the perfect example right now to show that, like, hey, standardized test, SAT score does not matter. Because look where you are now. You're in a PhD program right now, and you first started your education entrance into higher education with your first standardized test ever being an 860. So, yeah. You did good. You did good. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words, Drake. Oh, that's so nice of you. Drake said a 3.9 GPA is good. You're basically a genius, Mia. You are so sweet. You are so sweet. You know what? I will never, even though I'm smart. I know I'm smart. I'm a hard worker, okay? If I'm not smart, I'm a hard worker. Nobody can ever come at me and be like, you're dumb. Nobody can ever do that, all right? Or that I'm not smart. So I worked hard for that GPA, all right? Like, literally, in my room, I do it now as a grad student. In my room, 6 a.m. to, like, 5 p.m., 4 p.m. I feel like I'm taking a little, it's still early in the semester, and, like, my course load isn't as heavy as it was in the past if I'm not taking 4 grad classes or 5. Last semester I took 5. So, like, it's my days more so from, like, 6:30 a.m. to, like, 4 p.m., 3 p.m. some days, okay? Which is short for me, but it's good. But literally, I work hard for my grades, all right? So I don't really brag about my grades right now as a grad student, but best believe when I graduate and I get the grades I want, I'm going to be bragging, all right? So that's why 9 times out of 10, if you hear me say my undergrad GPA a lot, that I was in the honors college and I graduated summa cum laude, all this, because when I was in it, I didn't brag about it because I don't like bad juju coming on you if you brag about something while you in the process of achieving it, I feel like. And 2, I really did work hard for it. So really appreciate your kind words, Drake. I wouldn't say I'm a genius, though, because if I was a genius, we would be on a beach somewhere, all right? We'd be on a private jet, all right? Because I feel like if I'm a genius, I would have had the knowledge to create something right now where my family and I can be, like, ultra wealthy. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly, all right? But I'm not a genius, all right? I'm not a genius. What are we saying? Kat said, Mia, I think that is you. I'm still reloading that page. Okay, they changed it again. Evan said, Mia, I've taken a screenshot and zoomed in and can post it on my channel right now. Okay. All right, Evan, so I'll go to your channel. You guys are like being private investigators for me now. They got The Maze Runner for free on YouTube, so if anybody want to watch a movie, The Maze Runner is top tier. It'll be so good. All right. It's really good. It's really sad, The Maze Runner, but it's really good. The first one is free on YouTube, so if y'all want to see it, movie recommendation from Unique Mia, go watch The Maze Runner. We could talk about it, all right? Love The Maze Runner. It's really good. All right, Evan, I'm on your channel. All right. What are we saying? Cam said, Drake, I was so upset. I feel like a failure. Evan said they changed immediately. Oh, okay. Cam texted me what he said. Oh my god. Really? And they chose that picture too? Thank you, Cam, for sending me that. They chose that picture. That was such a not a good picture. If you guys want to impersonate Uniquely Mia, can you at least choose a better picture? Oh my god. That is such a bad picture. You went to one of my live streams and screenshotted that. I got it. Wait. Look at that, guys. They really went to one of my live streams. And that was an old one too, because was that an old one? No, it was a new one too. Oh my god, is that how I look? Oh my god, bro. That looked like a recent picture. Is that how I look on the stream and nobody's telling me anything? I need to be loosening out my hair now. Okay. Alright, thank you. I'm about to start. I will not be looking like this on live stream no more. I thought I looked fine, and then when you zoom in like that, I look so weird. I don't look weird. I look perfect, but like, oh my god, bro. Really? You couldn't choose a better picture? Oh, wow. Evan said, Drake, are you sure you're not in love with Cam? Just asking for a friend. Cam said, that works. I just couldn't. I didn't enjoy the learning. My doctor, okay. Your brother is a gynecologist slash oh my gosh, obstetrician. Oh my gosh. I can't talk. Let me get Google to say it. I can't talk. Tongue tied. Like, anytime I ask you guys these questions, I try to say these words. Obstetrician. Okay, he's baby doctor. Very cute. Very cool. Okay. Well, so you got the inside information if you're not feeling good or like you have cramps, I guess. I'm sure they study all that in med school. You have the inside information on how to feel better, Cam. somebody texted me. Okay, wait. Wait, let me Google it. Wait. Sorry, I gotta text my bad. What are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying? School, like down in Chicago. Wait, Drake said, see, it's the loophole for me. You don't have to go to school. Wait, that long to be a psychologist in Chicago? Really? Okay, okay. I did not know that. Well, I should say Illinois. Very nice. Drake said, you're definitely smart. You're gonna be a valuable asset to the criminal justice field. You're gonna change things. Watch. Thank you so much for your kind words, Drake. It really does mean a lot. You know what? People outside of my mom and myself telling me that, because you know what? Sometimes you're really just like, I'm in my room, I'm doing all this schoolwork, I'm doing all this research, and I have all these goals in my head, and I'm like, really? Like, you apply for stuff and nobody's getting back to you, and like, thank you guys so much. Like, your kind words, and you guys could just be saying random stuff, but I'm gonna take it as like you guys actually saying it just out of your kindness, and I guess you see my worth ethic in a way, and you're listening to the criminal justice stuff that I'm talking about. Like, it really does mean a lot. So thank you so much, because honestly, it's literally myself and my mom who tells me this stuff, and like the odd professor that I may take and I do really well in their class and I become really close with. They're like, you're such a great student, or like, really appreciate you. So you guys are people in the public, and I am making content on social media to like just show you guys my life. So thank you so much for your kind words. And yeah, for sure, Drake, if I do go in that route where I work more so in the criminal justice field, well, that is, I could go 2 pathways. Well, I will, hopefully 2 of my goals, I could go 2 different pathways while I will be in the criminal justice field in a way. So thank you. Thank you so much. And you know what? If you ever do become a resident of New York in the future, and you see Unique Lumia running for office, maybe I have your vote as a constituent of mine, all right? So let's hope you vote for me, vote for Unique Lumia one day, or yeah, mayor, governor, whatever we're gonna do. Who knows, maybe I'll run for president. I don't know if I'll win, but like, I'm an American citizen, I can 100% do it. So thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you so much for your kind words. And yeah, remember that, Drake. Remember that, all right? That you think I'm smart, and I'm gonna be a valuable asset to the criminal justice field. So if I'm ever running for office, and like you guys can vote for me, remember to vote for Unique Lumia Senate, whatever it is, all right? So yeah, thank you guys. It really means a lot. And make sure to like the video, and do consider subscribing to the channel if you are a new supporter here, a new viewer, and if you are a returning supporter, Cam, Drake, Cats and Pokemon, Evan, In Your Soul, shout out to you guys. Really, really do appreciate your continued support. That's right, she is. Cam said, thank you so much for your kind words, Cam, and you are going to do awesome things as well, all right? And who knows, perhaps we'll work together one day, but you will do awesome things as well. Everyone on the stream is going to do amazing things, all right? Amazing things. I have faith in y'all, and you know what? The next step after that is to have faith in yourself. Like, it can really be difficult, but write out your goals, all right? Write it out on a piece of paper. Write it out in your phone. In my phone, I literally have like a 10-year plan, all right? Like, it's written out, things that I, quote unquote, want to have achieved or want to be achieving in like 10 years for Unique Lumia. And that's in my notes app. You can put it in your notes app. I mean, we're a lot around travel, but like, it's there, and a lot of other stuff, like education-wise, where I want to be, financially-wise, where I want to be. So write that down, just manifest what you want, guys, and continue to work hard, and your goals will be achieved for sure. And continue to be a Unique Lumia supporter. Don't ever unsubscribe to the channel, all right? Because I know things are going to happen. You guys are going to get really busy, but just know, hopefully, as long as YouTube is around, Unique Lumia will continue to make content, okay? I will... It's the story of my life on social media, just showing you guys my life. So in my head, I have no plans of stopping making social media or making content on social media anytime soon, but depending on the job that I get, hopefully they don't force me to stop making. But my YouTube channel will be always there. And I have to, one second, you're gonna be muted for a second. I know. We're good. What are we saying? Oh, Mia, you look fine, okay? Evan said the picture, was just as bad one. Okay, you don't look like that? All right, thank you, guys. Cam said, Mia more concerned about her appearance. Picture. Instead of being used. No, for real though, Cam, it's a valid concern though, because like, have you guys seen news articles sometimes? Sometimes I'll be like on Instagram because I follow like CNN, ABC News, all the major news channels, I follow them. And anytime I open the Instagram app, why do they have, if they're reporting on somebody, they always have the worst picture of them? And I know they have better pictures of the people sometimes because I follow those people they were reporting on. But news channels, they always find the worst picture to use. So like, I don't want anybody to impersonate Uniquely Mia, but like, sometimes I have no control over that. But what I do have control over is at least accent. If you want to impersonate me, use a good picture before I find your account and report you. Okay? So at least do that, please. Because don't use a bad picture. Like, that's not going to be good. Hey, Mr. Wilson, how are you doing? Hey, Amelia, welcome back. Drake said, I thought it was a screenshot of this stream. Yeah, you look good. Don't psych yourself out, all right? Will do. Cam said Drake is not in love with me. We are just sharing similar experiences 100%. Drake said why? I think because you and Cam, you guys have fostered a social media friendship, which I love, all right, Drake and Cam. So I think when Evan sees that sometimes, she's probably like, this is the most y'all be talking. So maybe that's why. I feel like it more so, and not to bring it back again. You guys know Uniquely Me is always going to try to bring it back to something, but not to bring it back. But I feel like it more so relates to the idea that boys and girls can't be friends. I don't even know. My mom never even told me that. But I think it was my grandmother it was a grandmother or like maybe a TV show or a movie that I saw, and I heard that, and it always just stuck with me. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why can't boys and girls be friends? Because 9 times out of 10, if boys and girls are friends, people always have the perception of the idea that, oh, he's just her friend because he likes her in a romantic way. So what? A male can't like a female just like as a friend? Why do you always gotta like each other? That doesn't make any sense to me. So I think it more so relates to that sometimes, though. Mira, yes, Mr. Wilson, I am writing another book. It will be released December 2026. I said it out there. Oh gosh, I put it in the universe. Yes, it will be released December 2026. Let me write that down. I will force myself. Next year, I have a lot of free time before I start a new degree program, so I'll definitely dive heavily in writing that second book. I gotta get it out. My mom, she's just standing there. She's like, you wrote a book about this one country. You need to write a book about my country now. Guyana's gonna be a better book, all right? So what my second book will be about, the adventures of Uniquely Mia from the USA to the Caribbean to Guyana, all right? South America. The same way that when I wrote my book about Grenada, this book described my childhood experience living and attending school on the island of Grenada. Just paid homage, I guess a little bit to my childhood experiences, and I wanted to write a book. For the longest time, my mom really wanted me to do it, and I did want to do it as well. So an opportunity presented itself where I could turn something into a book, a piece of my writing, and I did do that. And if you guys want to read this book, it is available on Amazon. So go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist. Go to my YouTube homepage, click links, and a link will take you directly to Amazon. The second book, I'm still writing it right now. Like, the draft is literally saved on my computer. It's pulled up. I work on it when I can. And that describes my experience in Guyana. I have a lot of more memories of Guyana than I do of Grenada. So Guyana, it's taken longer just because honestly, it's taken long because I haven't been working on it. But if we deep dive, it's been taking longer because I need to get my thoughts together with Guyana. Like, anytime I see my grandparents or anytime I see my mom and she tells me a story about Guyana, or like my grandparents tell me a story about Guyana, I can just add more to it. So literally in the Guyana book, first 50 pages, first 25 pages are written. Now we just need to write the rest. So stay tuned. Mark your calendars. December 2026. That book will be available on Amazon for y'all. Maybe before Christmas. Make a great Christmas gift to yourself or your family. 100%. So stay tuned next year. Evan said, Drake, I don't know. I got the feeling I'm wrong. Evan said, Wilson. My mom's already married, Evan. So, yeah, it's not going to work. Drake said, I mean, Cam do look fine, but how can I be in love with her? Evan said Cam looks older than her age. I'm glad. No, she doesn't look older than her age at all. Evan. Yeah, she doesn't. Kat said, all right, I'm finally heading home now. Wow, you've been at the corner store for a while. You got more stuff to drink. Did you get food, Cats, from the store? Mr. Wilson said, Mia, don't ever stop believing in yourself. Your hard work will always pay off. Thank you so much for your kind words. It really means a lot. But, like, sometimes when you're overqualified for positions or you are qualified for positions and you apply and, like, you're ghosted or nobody gets back to you, it can be definitely discouraging because, like I always say, society said to do this and society ain't panning out. Like, I filled out my end of the bargain with society, or I'm filling out my end of the bargain with society. However, it doesn't look like society wants to fill out their end of the bargain, all right? But alas, keep positive, 100%. Kat said, I gotta get ready as soon as I get home. Right, all right. Evan said, wait, Kat, is it like a theme night where you're going? I know you said last time you went out with your friends it was like a theme night. Is it a theme night tonight? Let me see. I know I'm behind in comments, guys. I'm trying to read as fast as possible. Please bear with me. Evan said, I was hot. What? Hey, 2300. How are you doing? I don't know that person from Stray Kids, but I get that a lot. Where you headed, Camax? Drake said, I can defend people I don't like in that way. I would defend you, Evan. Yes, Cats, Mia for Prez, 100%. I'm that behind in the comments? Oh my gosh, let me read faster. I'm trying to read faster, guys. I did not know I was so behind. All right. Okay. Mr. Wilson said, Mia, people like you make the world a better place. Thank you so much. You guys are just so sweet tonight. Aw, thank you so much. That's so kind of you, Mr. Wilson. And my mission is being fulfilled on YouTube then. I'm really happy. If anything, if the YouTube app was to be taken away right in this moment because of that comment, I would be happy. I'll be sad because I won't talk to y'all anymore. I won't have access to y'all, but like I'll be happy because I know from that comment my mission of trying to promote positivity on social media, even sometimes when it can be difficult to do that, is being fulfilled. That, like, if you guys are going through a stressful day or something, when you come on the live stream or you watch one of my fully nutritional YouTube videos, I do hope you are reminded to be positive and do what you want to do as long as it is within your means, all right? Those are the two things I want you to do. And remember, be positive. Don't take stuff so serious because it's really not that serious. Sometimes I take stuff so serious and I'm like, yes, it is serious. And I'll cry if I don't achieve this goal, but like, it really ain't that serious. And then two, do what you want to do if it's in your means and if it's legal, all right? Because I don't know what's up with my For You page, but like, I feel like positivity and like, you just got to be positive, guys. Because I feel like sometimes when people aren't positive and they're negative all the time, it relates back to the fact they're taking stuff too serious sometimes. They're like, that's it. They're taking it, especially when people are so negative. Why are you taking it so serious? Like, obviously take stuff seriously, but like, it ain't that serious. It's really not, guys. So please be positive. And I'm glad, Mr. Wilson, that you think I make the world a better place. Thank you so much for your kind words. Drake said, but to say she looks old as well, Cam is pretty, is she not? Kat said, I'm going to, okay, a flag feet. I've never done that. I've never heard that before. What is that? And my favorite, okay, it was just carnival. So everyone, so is it like carnival? Okay, so everyone gets it for free. Cam said, Mia, okay, what is the one thing you would first address if you were in leadership position in the government? Mine would be incarceration rates and the disproportionate rates in prisons. That's a great one. That's a great one. For me, okay, if I was in a leadership position right now, what would be the one thing that I would implement? That's a great question. It's so hard for me to narrow it down to one thing because I literally have a list of 5 things. But one thing... I can't turn the world into a dictatorship. What I want to say would turn the world into a dictatorship. But you know what? If I were to wake up tomorrow in a leadership position, that would have to be an imaginative world, imaginative society where any law I pass could come to light. So if I were to say that, I would truly level the playing field. And you may say, Mia, how would you truly level the playing field? It would be illegal in a way, truly, truly illegal for ideals of biases, nepotism, stereotypes, discrimination to get people positions. And if that has to be a whole governmental revamp or a whole nationwide training, we're doing that if I was in a leadership position tomorrow. Because I really feel like the root of everything, discrimination, biases, favoritism, everything like that, almost everything that is a concern in society, not everything, but almost everything, especially when we're looking at incarceration rates in prisons, false imprisonments, concepts of police brutality, things like that, it's because some form of bias exists. It's because of, I don't know, some type of stereotype in the way that legal decisions / sentences were made. So I would truly pass a mandate where we're leveling the playing field. And you're like, hey, Mia, that's impossible. What about implicit biases? It's not implicit bias because I said it's going to take a while. First, I would pass that law, and then each federal employee or whatever, we're the leaders in the states and the countries and the counties, we're going to criminal justice systems, we're going to like the judges, we're going to like the schools, we're going to the workplaces and looking at the hiring records, the training records to see like the decision records to see, hey, has this been a history where you are more so, I don't know, choosing this applicant over another applicant or sentencing this person more than this person. So that it's very, that's what I would do in an imaginative society. Pass a law where we could truly level the playing field. However, I feel like that's an imaginative society. So if I had to pass one literally where it's more realistic, you can say, more realistic, it would be keeping promises, honestly. And it could sound cliche, but like I feel like obviously all mandates always has to be a little biased. But keeping, if a true one, if not an American society was passing a law was saying, okay, we're telling like these students they need to go to higher education, make sure that they're supported when they graduate. All right, things like that. So I feel like that would truly level the playing field. Just keeping promises to people. I think that's would be it. And it could sound maybe not what you guys expected, but like I said, I have a list of 5. So if I had to choose one, all right, I gave you 2 answers. One was an imaginative society. The second was more realistic, passing a mandate / law where like you're like, hey, we're telling these students that like they need to do this if they graduate. And it kind of relates to merit system hiring. I don't want to educate y'all, but like, do you know what merit system hiring is? I mean, I'll say I want to educate y'all, but like, I don't know if I should educate y'all now because I always do that on the live stream, but public administration, merit system hiring is saying this person is going to be hired on the basis of my notes. I don't need my notes. I have to remember this stuff. So merit system hiring is saying somebody's going to be hired based on their qualifications, based on their knowledge, based on their skills. A true example of that, all right? In a way, there is a true example of that in the government, but there's really not a true example of that in the government. So it will be merit-based hiring for new grads, all right? New graduates instead of only people who apply to work for the federal government like that. So yeah. Cam said, "Keep up funny cats." Evan said, "Trey, okay." She's not going on the other day. Evan still talking about me. It's crazy. Cam said, "How do I?" Wow. Cam said, Drake, I don't have beef with anyone. I don't have time for beef. Drake said, Evan, are you in love with Cam? Kat said, that's true, Cam. Evan said, Cam, I am a Muslim woman. How can I be in love? Okay, that's kind of mean. All right. Cam said, but I'm not going to keep going back and forth about my parents. None of you know me in real life. And if you don't like how I look, that's your opinion. I really don't care. Yeah. Drake said, don't egg her Cam. Wait, don't call her egg Cam. What? Wait, I'm confused. Wait, this is getting a little disgusting. Wait. Okay, keep arguing with yourself. I'm just kidding. Kat said, Evan, you're giving the vibe that. You're free. Okay, we're not gonna. Okay, I'm gonna skip over that. Let's see. That is probably what. Oh, that's funny. Drake said, but we are related to each other. That's probably why we like Mia so much. You guys are really nice. Yeah, my mom said there's like my humans are related, so I don't know. I would have to do a DNA test with a random person who's like I know for sure is not in my family and see if we share the same similarities and blah. It'd be really interesting to do a DNA test with somebody who's like I know for sure. To my knowledge, you're not my cousin, you're not my sister, you're not related to me, and see if we have the same percentage of blood. Because my mom always told me since I was young that like humans were all related in a way. That's what she always told me. So, and I feel like it could be true for sure. But we have to see. Kat said, how do you balance writing a book and social media? I don't really. I really don't, Kat. And it's not to say not because I don't have time, just because I've noticed something with myself if I start something new, in the midst of something important that I'm doing, I'll tend to focus solely on that thing. So an example is to say, like I have schoolwork to do, right? But I think I did it like yesterday. I feel like I had schoolwork to do, but I had a writing center appointment to review my personal statement, right? So the writing center appointment was an hour. I found myself after the writing center appointment, I literally spent like 3 hours working on my personal statement. And when I could have spent those 3 hours like reading an academic journal article. It's okay. I still read the academic journal article, and I was working ahead, so it didn't impact me in a way to say I was like falling behind. However, I say that to say if I were to try to do my schoolwork and YouTube and write a book at the same time, Cats, I feel like my schoolwork would definitely be negatively impacted. Because when I write my book, when I work on my book, when I write essays, I can literally spend hours writing it. So that's why I more so worked on my book over the summer. So that's why I say I don't think I'll be working on my book much throughout the year. I don't think I'll be working on my book much this semester while I'm in school. However, when I graduate, I'll have like a few months off before I start my next degree program. So I'll spend those few months just like working on my book, and that's what I'll do. So yeah. So I don't balance writing a book and social media because I'm not working on it now. But social media for content creation, I build you guys into my schedule. So that's why I said every Friday I'm going to live stream for y'all at 5 p.m., right? 5 p.m. Yeah, every Friday at 5 p.m. I'll live stream for you guys. And I choose 5 p.m. because that's in the evening. If I don't work in the evening, like schoolwork wise, unless I have class, because class 6 p.m. to like 9 p.m. classes, they're terrible. That's the only time I work in the evening. But like outside of my classes, I'm not doing schoolwork in the evening time. That's like my time to just like watch Netflix, read a book, or chillax if I want. So you guys are in my chillax time. I like chillaxing with y'all, talking, making content for y'all, so I fit you into my schedule. And more so for video editing, when I post like those full instructional YouTube videos or YouTube shorts, I try to bulk edit. So when I say bulk edit, I'll record a lot of content, and then like on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, I'll take like 3 hours, 4 hours sometimes, and I'll just edit content straight, like consistently. So yeah, I work it into my schedule for sure. And it really is a lot. Like when I was in Guyana, I was literally trying to edit a video a day for y'all because I didn't want to fall behind in making content because I was recording on my phone. I don't have a vlogging camera yet. I don't have a vlogging camera. So it was a lot. I didn't know how difficult it was to record and edit in one day until I actually was doing it in Guyana, because literally I would have a full day recording content for y'all and like obviously having fun on vacation, and then I would come in my room or go to sleep, and before I go to sleep I'm spending 3 hours, 2 hours editing a video. So you do gotta build it into your daily life in a way, but after a while it gets easy in a way. Okay, guys, remember, let's not talk ill about people's appearance, all right? Just because somebody may not be a 10 for you doesn't mean they're not pretty at all. So everyone's uniquely pretty, beautiful in their own way, guys. Let's remember that. Hey, Rex, yes, I did shower. Did you shower? Cam said, anyway, I have boring schoolwork to go do, so I can live a boring and wealthy lifestyle. So good night, everyone. Pleasure having you on cam. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fully Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube shorts. Have a great rest of your day. Always a pleasure when you're on cam. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, man. What he said. Drake said, I've seen you pack any women, but I like what are beautiful to me. Okay, very nice. Kat said, Mia, because I live close, okay, to the weed shop. Store your friend. My friend made me pick up some, okay, person said I went to the corner store, then we shop. Okay. All right, nice. Evan said I saw, all right. Hey, in your cell. Okay, you got home. Glad you got home safely in your cell. Very nice. Hopefully the rest of your dinner was good and it didn't upset your stomach too much. Kat said, this is my second time picking up for someone. They probably think I'm a drug head. Oh my gosh. Hey, chill. Next time you could tell them, Cats, what you're picking it up for. Jake said, I might feel like Mia is prettier than an Arab girl. It all boils down to personal preference. Exactly, 100%. Yeah, because 100%. There's nothing wrong with personal preference, because sometimes, guys, I'll be on social media and like this one person, you're like, look at their husband, they're so, or look at their girlfriend, like, okay, good for you. So like, it's all personal preference for people. Hey, Eduardo. What's happening? I'm doing good, Eduardo. How you doing today? I'm reading some of these comments, man. That's Pew. I'm home. Time to get your outfit ready and shower in the background. Okay, you're gonna listen. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. What in the world are you saying? Wait, what's happening? You know what, Evan, even though I don't wanna, you know what, it's okay to have different opinions, alright? It's okay to have different opinions. However, let's not try, on the channel, we can have different opinions, alright? You guys can disagree, but when we disagree, let's remember not to tell people how they should feel. And things like that, alright? I've been reading through the comments. Personally, I don't think anything that, Drake said was biased, personally. And like you, Evan, 100%. Shout out to you, conveyed your opinion. Shout out to Drake, you conveyed your opinions as well, defended your opinions. Love to see it. But let's not talk about, I'm a big contender, let's not talk about people's appearances. Yeah, especially if they're not part of the discussion. So let's try not to probably pivot away from that. Let's try to pivot away from that conversation if we can, which we can do. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's not good. What? You can't have the last say. You want to have the last say, Evan. That's what I'm hearing. You want to have the last say. I can't control people's behavior, but as I said, let's just try not to talk about people's opinions on the live stream. Or talk about people's appearance. Cats, I think Drake and Evan are speaking about Cam's appearance. So Drake said Cam's beautiful. Evan saying no, she's not. So they have different opinions on people's opinions, and Cam's not even here to speak about it. So yeah, let's not do that, because we're all about body positivity on the channel and just embracing your unique self. So as I always say, guys, as I always say, Just because you may not like something, or just because you don't think something is pretty, it's okay. It's okay, okay? We said it once. You don't need to continuously say it, because we're not changing anybody's opinions about somebody's personal appearance. So, especially if it's a negative something about it. So it's okay if we don't agree. But remember, guys, on Uniquely Mia's channel, and when we're thinking about the real world and we have disagreements with people, when we have disagreements, it's not to change somebody's opinion, all right? If you disagree with somebody, when you're having a debate isn't to change someone's opinion, in my opinion. A debate is where you say, okay, I disagree with you. This is why I disagree with you. You present the evidence to this person, and sometimes via debates and presenting evidence, that person may change their mind. Sometimes it gets to a point where that person seems like they're not going to change their mind. Walk away from the debate, okay? Because sometimes you just can't win, and it's okay. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. But guys, we're gonna end the stream very soon. So does anyone have any other comments, questions, or concerns to me? We know, Cats, you got home safe, so glad you're able to get home safe. In your soul, you were able to get on safe as well. Any weekend plans? Labor Day. So is anybody doing anything for Labor Day? Influence is so strong. 100%, Cats, like, exactly, yo. Evan said Jake cares more about Drake said, no, I like him because we have like the same things. I don't care about her looks. We watch the same show. Exactly. So 100%, you can like people just because you guys like the same show and you guys like the same things. And I'm glad that you guys are building friendships on Uniquely Mia channel, because when you guys go to another live stream, you're like, hey, I know you. What's up? How are you guys doing? So you guys can talk to each other in other streams, and I like that because it's showing that you guys are embracing positivity and making hopefully positive connections on social media with other people. But what are you guys doing for Labor Day? In New York, if I was in New York with my mom right now, we wouldn't be doing anything today. I mean, probably, yeah, but like on Labor Day, the day of Labor Day, we would go to the fair, like not the fair, but when I was younger, she would take me on Eastern Parkway. If you guys don't know what Eastern Parkway is, it's Eastern Parkway, and that's where people, they dress up in like the carnival outfits, and like they listen to the music and dance in the street. And when I was younger too, we also used to go to the museum, but they stopped doing that. She used to take me to a particular museum near our house, and they used to have like parades, and like it was a little kids carnival, and they used to give like, they never used to have free food, but it used to be like African festival and things like that. It used to be really, really fun. Well, thank you so much for your kind words, Jake. You're beautiful as well. Even though I can't see you, you were nice enough to type something so kind, so 100%. So guys, anything that you guys are doing for Carnival, let me know. Or Labor Day. Drake said, I think I'm gonna barbecue for the first time. Okay, very nice. Make sure to like cook the chicken, but don't overcook it. But you know what you could do too? What my mom does, if you're scared, Drake, only if you're scared of like barbecuing for the first time and you want to make sure that your chicken is cooked 100%, because I feel like that's where I would be nervous. What my mom does, she like cooks the chicken on the grill, and then she finishes it off in the oven. So that way you're going to be sure you're not going to be eating any raw chicken. But you'll do great, Drake, okay? Even though you're nervous. It sounds like you're a mini chef, to be honest, all right? I mean, you made buffalo wings, you said the other day, and you be cooking other meals. So recipe is going to be your best guide, and let us know how it comes out, all right? So if you're on the Labor Day, if I stream, when is Labor Day? Monday? Oh, I forgot. I have school Monday. I mean, I do have school. I'm going to do schoolwork anyway. It's not going to be a full day of school. I'll do half days of work. But I forgot about that. It's a holiday on Monday. Is the bus even working this weekend? I'll check tomorrow. I don't know if I want to go outside, guys. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But, yeah, let us know how it comes out when you make a Drake. Kat said, in my head, Drake literally looks like Drake's dad. No, for real. Sometimes I try to visualize what you guys look like in my head. And the other day, I think I was visualizing it. I think Drake was on a stream, and I was mini visualizing what they look like. And I'm like, oh, Drake came, like the singer came in my head. I was like, oh, I actually know the singer Drake. I'm like, no, Drake mustache. Cats, I've seen a picture of you. You sent me your cosplay outfit. So you are a slay. I love the outfit. Evan I don't think you ever describe what you look like to me. I've done that in the past. I had a supporter in the past, and they described what they look like to me, and I associated y'all with Disney characters. So do you want to do that before I end the stream? You guys can describe what you look like, and I can try to say what Disney character you look like in my head. If you guys want to do that, let me know. I can do that. It was fun when I did. I did it in the past with a supporter. So if you guys want that to be the last thing we do on the live stream, let me know. If not, I may end it. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea what Evan looks like visually as well. Cats. Yeah. Because it's like Superman is her profile pic. But she did say she looks, you often say, Evan, that you have like Asian descent. So I guess Mulan, the Disney princess I would associate with you with. Mulan probably, if I were to think about it, based on the description of Evan's appearance. So, yeah. Oh, you have school on Labor Day too? Oh, okay, med school. Okay, your holidays are different. Oh, that's your real profile picture app? Okay, I'll have to zoom in. I do not see it on my phone. Oh, I'm zooming in on myself. Okay, you can't zoom in. 10 out of 10 for the hat based on what I see. Oh, you actually do have a mustache. Okay, cool, cool. Very nice. Look like you and Stuart match with the mustache. Okay. So now I see why you like Stu so much. You guys are matching with the mustache. Evan said, I got called an American truck driver with a beer belly. That is so mean. Wow. Kat said, that's why I like sending pictures to creators who I like for visual images. Yes, that did help though. Okay, yes, it did help, Kat. Sorry. I was going to say the wrong name for a second. It did help with the visual image. Evan said, Drake, I'm right on you. Picture me as combined with Princess Tiana. Okay. No, I was thinking that too. Like, I didn't want to say it, but, like, I was thinking, like, Princess Tiana for you. Cats, 100%, so no need to worry. Evan said there are some Disney actresses who someone said I look like one, too. She was in Geek Charming. I've never seen that show before, to see that. Evan said, Cats, I've already seen you on your channel. I'm like, what you expected, Evan? Kat said, LOL. Mia, I think you're up. No, I was Cats. I really was about to say the name. I had to catch myself for a second. See, I don't think I forget a lot of stuff, but I was going to say your real name. I really was about to say that for a second. I had to catch myself. That's the only thing I feel like. When you guys send me pictures and you tell me what your real name is, too, I'm like, okay. I know to call you in an email, but then when I see you on stream, I'm not going to call you by your real name. So, yeah. But I feel like for me, if I was to say I'm a Disney princess, I feel like I would be a mix of Tiana and Princess Jasmine. Like, if Tiana and Princess Jasmine had a baby, which isn't possible because they're both females, but if somebody were to, like, merge their two characters together, I could just be being delusional, too. But I feel like I would be Princess Jasmine and Tiana, a mix of them. Maybe because I like Princess Jasmine's, fashion, and then Tiana by default. So yeah. Hey Tyrone, how are you doing? Evan said I probably look like who is that? Let's Google and see. You guys are giving me visuals to make an image of you guys in my head. Okay. Alright, she's pretty. Alright. Cool. Alright. Okay, I see you, Evan. Very nice. Oh, because you're Pakistani. Okay. Okay, cool. Very nice. Tyrone said, I wish I could see 14-year-old me. Honestly, I look the same. Can you see 14-year-old me? Huh. You can see 15-year-old me. I look the same. Let me see a 15-year-old me picture. I have to get a good picture of my mom, though. She's going to be like, you showed a bad picture of me. All the pictures that I have when I was like 15, 14, my mom's in it. Wait, how old was I? Oh, no. 16. I'll show you a picture of 16-year-old me. I don't think I was far off from 16-year-old uniquely Mia. How old was I? Was 17. All right, yeah, I'll show you 16-year-old uniquely Mia, and then I wasn't far off. So yeah, that's uniquely Mia. 16-year-old uniquely Mia. So 2 years, I look the same. 2 years isn't gonna make a big difference, guys. So yeah, slay. That outfit was a slay. Those were the capris. These were jeans. I cut them into capris. My mom's outfit was a slay, to be honest. All leather. Okay, I see you. Shout out to Queen Mother. All right, very nice. I stole that from home. My mom was decorating the living room with it, and when I was moving to university, I'm like, ooh, I'm taking this. I took it. So yeah, that's what 16-year-old uniquely Mia looked like. So my face was much more slimmer, for sure. Eating the home cooked food before I process stuff went in 2025, we can say. Can you post a throwback photo? Oh, I guess I just showed you a throwback photo. To be honest, I don't think I have pictures of 14-year-old me. And if I do, my mom's going to be the one to have it. I delete pictures off my phone, to be honest. Evan said, cats, yes. I was not even sure about your looks. OMG, I was just going to say that's who you look like, Mia. Really? Okay, so I was right. Princess Jasmine and Tiana mixed together. All right. So very nice. Look you up. Okay, Tyrone wants me to look up his, I guess, his lookalike actress. Dustin. Okay, Buckley. I don't see a picture. I see. That's the wrong. Oh my god, bro. Wait. I'm only getting criminal records. That's what I'm getting. I think I got the wrong thing. I don't know. I think I got the wrong thing, Dustin. I think I got the wrong thing. I think I got the wrong thing. Oh, it's the same Tyrone Evan as the last time. Jake said, I'm offended that Mia thought that old man profile picture was me. That's literally something event. Oh! No, Jake, I didn't want to be, I don't know, man. I'm just going off a good fate, all right? Like I said, I didn't see clear. I really didn't see clear. I was trying to zoom in. I saw a hat. I saw a mustache, all right? I saw a hat. I saw a mustache, okay? Do you want to give me, your actor look-alike? Because I'm Google. People are telling me who they. So I could get a visualization of you guys in my head. I tried to look up you, Dustin, but I think I got the wrong thing. I hope I got the wrong thing based on what I saw. Just because, not because you look bad. It's just because it was just criminal records I found behind a bar, like that. And if you have gone through the rehabilitation process, you are so more than welcome, as long as you do not want to commit any more crimes and things like that. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I found the right thing. But anyway, so Drake, I mean, I didn't see the picture clear, but who am I to judge? Everyone's uniquely beautiful in their own way. He said, cats, you're wrong. I'm slim, not fat, Drake said. Evan said, Drake, that isn't cats making those comments. Cat said, I never called you fat. Wait, who called who fat? I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. I said that. Evan said, oh, Evan, you said that. Okay. You said that. Evan said, Drake is 70 because he's losing his marbles. Cats, pick a celebrity. Drake said, lol, that's actually Drake's, oh, that was Drake's dad. Okay. Let's see. King Von. All right. I be hearing that person a lot, but I think that's a rapper. Let's see. Okay. All right. So you have the dreads like Queen Mother. All right. Cool. You know what? Now did I see your lookalike, I can definitely see the I guess the username, the vibes from your lookalike and your username. The person looks sassy. I will say that. They look very sassy. Is that a gold tooth? You got a gold tooth or just, I don't know. Okay, I can see it. All right. So visualization in my head. Person is skinny too. All right, all right. Very cool. Very cool. Alrighty, guys. So, thank you. Thank you guys for sharing your lookalikes. So now I have a visualization of what y'all look like in my head, alright? Everyone is uniquely you based on your lookalikes. Y'all, you guys are not ugly, Uniquely Mia's book, alright? And even if, since they are your lookalikes, I'm sure the real you who without your lookalike, you guys are still not ugly, right? You are beautiful in your own unique way. But thank you guys so much for sharing your lookalikes. And now visualization, I can say somewhat of a visualization of what y'all say look like. So that means if I ever have a meet and greet, or if I run into y'all in the street, right? And you be like, hey, I'm Cats from YouTube. I mean, I know what cats look like. But if you be like, hey, I'm Evan from YouTube, or hey, I'm Drake from YouTube, I shouldn't be surprised, right? It wasn't like a catfishing moment, right? Let's hope you guys are honest a little bit with what you look like, because that would be really weird if you guys meet me in public and you're like, hey, this is my username on YouTube. And that's another thing too. If you guys ever do meet Uniquely Mia or Queen Mother in public, and you want us to actually be able to identify you guys and be like, hey, to know who you are as a supporter, tell us your username too. Be like, hey, don't be weird about it when if you ever see us in public or at a meet and greet. Remember, we're normal people, but we are always willing to be nice and say hi as long as you approach us in that way, a nice way as well. And feel free to tell us your username. Be like, hey, I'm Evan from YouTube. Hey, I'm Drake from YouTube. Hey, I'm Cats from YouTube. I'm In Your Soul from YouTube. I'm Holly from YouTube. Yeah, 100%. So let me read these final comments and see what you guys saying. You have dreads and a gold tooth? Okay, cool. I wanted a gold tooth. I was streaming, remember? I'm not sure if you guys were on that stream. I was streaming in New York. And my mom said she had to go to. I'm like, what, you had to go to? So we went in this store, but I didn't wind up getting it because one, the guy said it was a cap you had to put on. I didn't like that. And then I didn't really want it 100% serious for that one moment in time. But very cool, very cool. Okay, Evan said I'm off to bed. I don't know why I'm still here. It's all Drake's fault. He started arguing. And I had to plan troll and speak. Alright, you had to plan your fight. Alright, Evan. Imagine if Cats introduced herself as Cats in Pokemon. No, it would be good though, because I would know who you are. I would know who you are on YouTube, right? Like so that would be good. Be like, hey, I'm Drake's mustache. Hey, I'm Cats in Pokemon. Hey, I'm Evan. Like, that's all you guys need to say if you ever see us in public, and we'll know exactly who you are, like, immediately. So that would be a great thing, honestly. So I guess new mandate, if you ever run into Uniquely Mia Queen Mother in public, say hi, but say hi with your username so we figure out, we can see who you are. I will say there's only like a handful though of people. I will say to all my supporters, shout out to each and every one of you guys, but there's literally only a handful of supporters who like we remember your name like right off the bat in our head, just because you guys are consistent viewers and you are loud viewers as well, and you guys have consistently returned to the live stream, so we really appreciate you. All right, so to all those loud supporters, consistent supporters, thank you so much. Thank you, Cats. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Happy King. Thank you, Jonte. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, King of the Weather. Thank you, In Your Soul. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. That's it. That's who comes to my head immediately. But I have more than 4,000 supporters, so thank each and every one of you guys, okay? I appreciate each and every one. Boss, thank you guys so much for your continued support. It really means a lot. So thank you for all the people who have consistently been supporters on my live streams and who have consistently been engaged with the content. You guys know who you are. I don't think I need to shout you out because you guys know who you are. Thank you guys for that so much. I say Cam in that name too. I think I said Cam. I'm not sure, but she has been consistent too. You guys have all been consistent as well. And thank you to all more than 4,000 of my supporters who I unfortunately probably haven't seen you on stream in a while, or if you subscribed and dipped, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Sending each and every one of y'all hearts, all right? Because without your support, guys, the option of, I wouldn't even have the option to say that I'm going to try to use social media to pay off my student loan debt. I wouldn't have the option to say that I'm posting content for my supporters, for an audience of people who expect me to make content, guys. Because sometimes I literally wake up and I'm like, I don't want to record anything, or I don't want to do this. And I force myself to go outside, or I force myself to record this content or make up content. I force myself to do something because I know you guys are expecting this content from me. So thank you so much. The same way that I'm going to be holding y'all accountable. So cats, I'm holding you accountable when you go out. And Evan, I'm going to hold you accountable too to posting that content on social media, since you guys said you want to do that. You guys are holding me accountable as well with your consistent support and your consistent viewership. So thank you so much. It really means a lot. So hey, how are you doing, 2866? I'm undercover watching with 13 live viewers. Is that 13,000 live viewers? What would you do if for 500 donations, shave half an eyebrow or something? No, $500 isn't enough money for me to shave my eyebrows. Nope. If you double it to maybe like not double it to 1,000. If you like, triple it to 5,000, I'll do like a design. I'll shave it for like a design. Evan said, Mia the guy wanted to hug you if they ever meet you, and all of the girls didn't say that. Make me laugh. What do you mean? What do you mean, Evan? I'm not sure what you mean by that comment. Drake said their real picture's up now. All right, I'll have to zoom in. I can't zoom in on the stream, Drake. I tried to do that, but I only zoom in myself. So after a live stream, I'll like go to YouTube channel and see, since you guys want me to see a real picture, if you uploaded it. What are you saying? I'm doing good, Avatar. How are you doing today? Doing good, Avatar. Yes, we are about to hit 5K. It is so very exciting, Drake. Really, really exciting. It's gonna be awesome. And we get to 5K, we got another giveaway for y'all. So make sure to share the channel out to your friends, your family members. Let's not gatekeep the Uniquely Mia channel. Shout out to each and every one of you guys who have gotten me to this point, even though I just did a long monologue, but like, I really I never even imagined this is gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be great. So thank you guys for your support. It really means a lot. As a teen, Evan, don't judge me. Don't call that person a bum. That's rude. Who called who? Oh no. But if you are a returning supporter, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being on the live stream. Really, really has meant a lot. And if you are a new viewer here, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome on the channel. I have fashion videos, travel videos, Eat With Me technology videos, and a lot more. As I said, I can't zoom in right now, Drake, but I'll be sure to look at your picture after stream. And guys, I'll be back again with another live stream tomorrow. I'll go live. What time? I don't know. Because I don't know if I'm going outside tomorrow. I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to go to the mall. So if I go outside, I'll just go to Walmart. And I don't really need stuff. But, like, you can always get something. Like, I get juice. But, like, I don't really need it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll make up my mind tomorrow. And I'll stream. I'll try to stream at least, like, an hour, 2 hours before I think I'm a stream. So, like, if you guys want to hop onto that stream, you guys can kind of build into your schedule if you want to do that. So make sure to subscribe with your post notifications on. I will put the time that I'm streaming tomorrow in like my communities thread or my communities tab, like I did today, saying I'm streaming at 5 p.m. So let me read up these other comments. Evan said I got it right. King Von has puppy fat. What is puppy fat? Evan said, OMG Mia, I might make my tom yum soup to on a short. All right, Evan. Nice. All right, so I'll check out the content. Yeah, I think I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to this channel or the other one that you have. So I know I'm subscribed to one of your channels, Evan. So I'll be sure to check out that content and let you know what I think about it when I see you post the video. What is it? No, I don't see it. Evan said, how do streamers film a massage? When they go to the head spot, one, you get a tripod, either a really tall tripod, Evan. But since you said you're going this weekend, you probably won't have time to get it. So what you can do is, it probably will hurt your hand, so you can probably like hold your phone up over your head, or depending on the layout of like the spa thingy, you can like rest your phone somewhere. So like I'm assuming you want to get your hair in the soap, so you can probably rest your phone, like ask the women to rest your phone like in a position where it's going to be recording the sink like that. Oh, okay, so yeah, you have time next month. Yeah, so a really long tripod, because my own is short. In the past, I had a long that was like so much. I would be buying another one like that. That's why I haven't rebought it, but I'm gonna see another brand. So get one that's like 6 feet, so that way you'll be able to like put your phone and your tripod directly over your face, and it won't like obstruct the work or anything like that, Evan. Welcome back. Yes, cats, I'm about to end the stream, but shout out to you. Glad you could be back here. What are we saying? Hey, you. Well, I'm just wearing like this New York sweatshirt and then like this dress I got from Urban Outfitters. I went outside today, and the amount of people who like this dress is insane. I feel like this is like a regular dress. I got it from Urban for like $10, and like I did not know people like this dress so much. I'm like walking past. I was coming back to my room. I'm like, is this a prank? Did somebody prank them to say that they like the dress? But like, I guess red and black polka dots are in now. Polka dots is probably the new fashion that's coming in. All right, good night, Drake. Pleasure having you on. Evan said, night, Drake. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Get your milk and cookies. Hey, as long as it's chocolate chip or Oreos with milk is really good. Like Oreos, you take out the center, dip it in the milk. Top tier. It's so good. I say a lot of things are top tier, but that's really good. We'll tuck you in. If it's crazy. Isn't Drake in college? I think they said they were in medical school. Yeah, they're in med school, cats, based on another previous live stream they said. Evan said, Drake, to shave your... Okay, all right. So, guys, thank you so much for being on the stream. As I said, shout out to all the returning supporters. Thank you, everyone who has been here for a while. Really appreciate y'all. If you are a new viewer here, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. I have fashion videos, Eat With Me, technology videos, travel videos, days of my life as a grad student, and so much more. So, guys, pleasure speaking with each and every one of y'all. Stay positive, and as Queen Mother Uniquely Mom always says, don't let anyone rob you of your joy. And my pleasure, cats and Pokemon. Thank you for being on the live stream, cats. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that continued support. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, In Your Soul. Thank you. Thank you, Boss. Thank you. Who else was on? Thank you, Avatar. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you, everyone. I know I didn't shout out everyone, but thank you, everyone, for spending time and being here on the stream, because that's time you're never getting back, and you decided to spend it with Uniquely Mia. So it really means a lot, guys. Stay positive, and I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching.